stuff like that. Last week, our defense was spread out. We were all outside, giving up easy penetration buckets. And then this week, we wanted to focus on getting nothing inside. So, and credit to them, though. That team made shots. They forced us to play pretty good in the second half in order to come out with a W.
I thought you really put a lot of pressure on their ball handlers in the second half. And the Miles coach said he kept waiting for you to get tired. He thought you were going to wear down. How tired did you get?
Can I ask everyone to take one step back? That'd be great. Thank you.
No, I'm not tired. I think I'm in pretty good shape. But I also mentioned that in the preseason that's one side of the ball that I was going to get back to being effective in and being disruptive. Was on that end. I know I can make an impact on the game immediately. I'm on that end of the court by being disruptive, pressuring the ball, speeding them up, making them uncomfortable. And fortunately, this game that's what ended up happening for us to get some energy and go on a run.
What did you see that I guess really changed the perimeter defense where you all were able to push them out? I mean, what did you tell your teammates about that in terms of the adjustment?
I think the adjustment was, close out. You guys are making shots. Some of the closeouts we were there, but we didn't have our hand up. And in college basketball, anyone can make a shot, especially if you don't have a hand up, whether you're there or not. And I think that was the biggest thing. That was the biggest adjustment. Also, a matter of pride. Take your matchup personal. Know that this guy isn't going to score on me. This guy isn't better than me. I worked too hard for us to come this far, and not have all that stuff we worked on coming to carry over into the game. So I think that was the biggest thing, is just putting it all together, rebounding, playing defense, and also having the intent of closing out with high hands, and having that sense of urgency.
Coach, that's nobody. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, did their quickness kind of catch the other guys off guard, initially?
I don't know necessarily their quickness, because I don't think they were beating us off the dribble. They was just making shots, making us work a little bit on defensive end and getting kind of like some wide open shots, or whether we didn't close out with our hands up. But I don't think their quickness bothered us. And we also knew that coming into this game, they were going to play fast. They were trying to get ahead and force the tempo or try to play up with us. I think that's pretty hard to play with us at our tempo for 40 minutes in the game. I think they got gassed a little bit, and we kept the pressure on in order to make our run.
There was a play in the second half where you went for the ball on the guy's left side. Then you pivoted around as he moved it to his right. You got it when he moved it to the right. How often do you do that? Is that an instinctive thing?
Yeah, I think that some of that's just instinctual, knowing that majority of players are right-handed. So they're always going to come back to that right side. I think I forced him, made him change direction when he was going left, and he went back right, and I was trying to get up there and cut him off, and I got that steal.
Coach says nobody can play with the energy that you did for 30 minutes. Can you play with the energy that you did for 30 minutes?
Yeah.
So you're
about 40?
right?
40?
No, I think
It's a long season.
it is a long season. That's the challenge. That's also the blessing of having a team like this, where we're so deep, we have depth. When it's not your turn, somebody else's turn, they can step up that night. But for me personally, being as confident as I am, I think I can. Keep working hard and staying in great shape, pushing myself, and also, like I said, this could have been anybody else's night. We're all going to be ready to step up when that time comes.
Coach said you did a lot of talking, like in huddles and so on. What sort of things do you say?
Try to be encouraging, but also holding dudes accountable. Because a team like us, where we're really talented, we got to hold each other accountable. That's the only way we're going to get better. That's the only way we're going to continue to fight and get better and learn from our mistakes. So it starts the type of accountability. And there's some guys on the team that they have the potential to impact the game on every single possession. You got to hold them to that standard, because that's when they're at their best, our team gets better. It's going to lead to victories and W's down the end of the line.
Do you aspire to be a coach?
I've thought about it. Actually, my big thing is I want to be a general manager at some point of an NBA team. That's always been like a goal of mine, the dream job after basketball.
You're a big student of the game. I'm impressed by your knowledge of Kentucky basketball. So when we say Kentucky Duke, what does that mean to you?
2 blue blood programs, the greatest traditions, both respectively. I think I'm a little biased. I think we're the greatest, but definitely Duke has a history of excellence. And at Madison Square Garden, I'm from New York. I know a lot of my family is going to be there. I remember going to games with my uncle and my dad to Madison Square Garden watching basketball. So for all this, for them to be there, I mean, that's going to be a big game personally, just, you know, seeing my family, but just the tradition and the name of it, that's huge. And where else would you want to play that game in the biggest, the basketball mecca of, you know, the world?
Did you watch that game 3 years ago with Duke?
We were playing the same night.
Oh, so you didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I heard about it, saw the highlights.
What'd you think?
It was a big game, big game, big game.
Sahvir, you're talking about holding guys accountable and coaching them up. It's still it's a new team, 2 exhibitions in. Guys, they're experienced, but they all come together. How do you know when it's okay to do that and not kind of overstep your boundary on calling out a fellow teammate?
I think that comes from spending that whole summer, you know, getting to learn, you know, each other's personalities, what makes us go, what kind of like, you know, makes another person go into a shell. That's all that. I think that's something that a lot of teams didn't have the opportunity to have last year, and it cost a lot of teams. But this year, just being around everyone, being trustworthy, willing to sacrifice for the greater good, for the best of the team. I think that's what allows everyone to know, like, all right, if he's holding you accountable, if he's calling you out, he means it. It's from the heart. He wants us to be better. He wants you to be better, so we all can be better.